Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 14 April 2022, Thursday night, 9 o'clock. Must be time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel, and it is. Before we get to the meat of the sale, and there's a lot of meat, a little bit of housekeeping to get out of the way. First of all, you need to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale. I'm going to post them for you on screen in just a moment. I'm also going to reprint them in the description underneath this video. Also in the description, above the terms of the sale, you will find 3 links to previous videos on the channel. The first is to my Primer for Buyers video. That's a 38-minute expanded explanation of the terms of the sale. If you are new to this weekly sales event, that video is kind of a must-watch. It is a 38-minute expanded explanation of the terms of the sale, and it will greatly help your purchase experience if you're familiar with that video. The second video is to my FAQs for Consignors video. If you're interested in using this weekly sales event to move along some of your collection, that video will explain how it all works from the Consignors perspective. The third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. So the description, very important. 3 links to very important videos, then the terms of the sale. Then at the very bottom, you'll find the list of tonight's inventory, the reason you all came here tonight. That list complete with timestamps and pricing. Timestamps on the left, pricing on the right, and in that pricing column, the number to the left of the slash will be your as shown price, and then the number to the right as sharpened by the TheApostleP Knife Service. Sorry guys, no next day sharpening again this week. We will get back to it next week. I did forget when I told you we'd be back to next day sharpening this week that this Friday is Good Friday, and I intend to spend that in prayerful reflection after I do the mail run. So no sharpening this Friday. However, only 3 weeks if you buy a knife sharpened before it ships. So there is that. If you see the word sold in lieu of pricing in that far right column, no need to send an email. That knife has been bought and paid for by a new owner. If you don't see the word sold, though, feel free to send an email. Okay, I think that's about it for housekeeping. Let's get the terms of the sale up on screen, and then we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up tonight, we've got some leftovers, and of the leftovers, this one's first. Comes in a big, huge cold steel box. This is the cold steel taipan. An absolutely gorgeous big dagger. Going to come in this beautiful molded plastic Secure X sheath with removable nylon belt loop. Nice strong snap for retention. And here's the knife. Oh my lord, would you look at that. The taipan is a double hollow ground broad bladed dagger in Sanmai steel. So that is a VG10 core with an outer cladding of VG1, I believe. Blade length is 7 3/8. It's backed up by this Cray X handle, which is a Craton-like grippy checkered rubber-like product. We got a stainless steel crossguard, stainless steel pommel. Oh, The handle 5.5 inches. This thing means bidn't. It is just gorgeous. Near mint to like new in box. A little bit of crud in the Cray X, notwithstanding. Just needs a little bath, guys. These are priced at web retailers brand new at $240 when you can find them. We priced this one last week at $160. It did not sell, dropped it to $140 for the weekend. It's still here. Oh, guys. $125 is your price this week. That is shipped priority mail, and that will not be cheap shipping. That is an unbelievable deal on this knife. Oh. I wish I could keep them all some days, and this is one of those days. $175 if you'd like my edge on both of those edges. I'm not saying it needs it, by the way. That's the Cold Steel Taipan San Mai. Next up, same family of knives. This is another San Mai fixed blade from Cold Steel. It's the Black Bear Classic. It's also going to come in that super well made Cray X, or I'm sorry, Secure X sheath with removable belt loop. And again, a powerful snap for retention. Inside the sheath, you have that beauty. Man, dudes. That is 8 1/8 inches of double hollow ground San Mai steel, VG10 core, VG1 cladding. Not only is the primary edge sharpened, but because it's double hollow ground for a reason, the top edge is also sharp, as is the clip. The handle is 5 1/16 inches of full tang beauty. Gorgeous polished G10, polished stainless subhilt and crossguard. That's just an awesome, awesome knife. These things are $320 web retail when you can find them. We ran this one last week for $275, dropped it to $250 on the weekend. This week, $225, like it is, and then $275 for me to sharpen all those edges. That is the Cold Steel Black Bear Classic, and the condition on this is near mint to like new in box, guys. What a great deal. Let's put that back home in its sheath. And get on to the next one. And the next one is from Tops Knives, and a very rare occurrence. We actually have a box with a poly bag and a bunch of blue stuff inside. Blue cards. Let's put that box over here and get to the knife. The standard Tops sheath, ballistic nylon, with molly attachments, belt loops, anything you want to do with this thing. Got the secret compartment, and I've inserted the Tops emergency whistle in the pouch. Inside the sheath with its pesky Velcro. Oh, and there it is. There's the plastic insert that came out with the knife. You're going to need to get out the hot glue gun for that. Here is the knife. A gorgeous swedged drop point and black crinkle coat epoxy. Big old recurve blade. This is the Mountain Lion. That is 5.5 inches of 1/4 inch thick, 1095. Beautiful recurve. Layered black and green G10 with red liners. Removable handle scales. Super ergonomic handle. You can grip it in a variety of positions. So 5.5 inches of blade, 5 1/4 inches of handle. I'm calling it like new in box. Sheath insert noted. Price of these online at your favorite web retailer will be between $150 and $165. We ran this last week for $1.25, dropped it to $1.10 for the weekend. Still here. Your price on this one, guys, $95, shipped priority mail, $125 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Tops Mountain Lion. Next up, from Columbia River Knife and Tool, we have the 2371C Dogfish, brand new in its blister pack with Kydex neck sheath, beaded chain. We've got a 2.5-inch blade of 3CR13 MOV, designed by Tom Crane. We get a handle, 3 1/8-inch skeletonized affair with an all-important bottle opener. These are long discontinued and out of stock. They're just crazy on the web. eBay sold listings between $40 and $99 for this knife. We ran it for $45 last week. It didn't sell. We dropped it to $39. Let's get rid of this thing, guys. $29 shipped priority mail. $49 with an Apostle P edge on that combo edge. That is the CRKT 2371C Dogfish. Next up, oh man, I should have bought one of these when they were still being produced because they were a whole lot less expensive. Look at this, guys. From Spyderco, we have a blast from the past, the Massad Ayoob folder from one of the foremost gun self-defense authors and commentators in the history of guns. If you're not familiar with Moss, just look him up on YouTube. This is the Massad Ayoob folder. It's a Seki City lockback with the boy dent, mid-lock lockback. Pocket clip is going to be reversible left or right, but tipped down. The scales are black hard anodized aluminum. The liners are aluminum. And then you've got this. Oh my. Guys, that is a full 3 3/4 inches of VG10 with the full spider edge. It presents in a very menacing fashion, I must say. 5 inches of handle. This is serialized number 319. Lockup is rock solid. Action is sweet. Centering is beautiful. Condition near mint in box. They're long discontinued and out of stock. I found one recent sold listing on eBay, just one. It was $403 for a similar condition knife. We ran this last week. Where did we run this? For like $375 and dropped it to $350 for the weekend. It's still here. Your price this week, gosh, don't I wish this was in the budget. Your price $320, no need to sharpen. That is the Spyderco Massad Ayoob folder. Next up, from Boost Blades, we've got the plain white outer box and then the Your Knife Inside inner box. And inside the inner box comes this. This is the Boost Blades Smoke TM2. Beautiful green anodized titanium handle, fully milled titanium clip. Beautiful floating titanium backspacer. It is a front flipper on bearings. I'll not embarrass myself. I'll just show you that the flipper works just fine. Isn't that gorgeous? Kind of a long muskrat clip. Beautiful stonewash. 3 9/16 inches of M390. The handle's 4 9/16 inches in length. There is your steel inserted titanium frame lock engagement. The lockup is rock solid. The action is butter. The centering's perfect. It is like new in box. There are some in stock on the interweb in different colorways. They're $240 web new. None of this color in stock. What did we run this at? I forget where we ran this last week, but I think we dropped it to like 200 for the weekend. So I think we started at 220, went to 200. This week, 180. 180 like it is. 205 with an Apostle P edge on that M390 blade. That's the Boost Blade Smoke TM2. Next up, another from Boost, just the white box with this one. This is a custom Boost blade. It is the Aero V2 with carbon fiber scale, black titanium frame, fully milled clip, steel inserted titanium frame lock. It is a flipper on bearings. It flips like a rocket. You got a DLC coated blade, CPM 20 CV, 3 13/16 inches of warnishness. There is your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Ball bearing action is buttery smooth. Centering is going to be dead down the middle. It's near mint in box. Unobtainium. Can't find one for sale or recently sold anywhere. I do know my seller paid $650 for this knife. New. We ran it last week for $575 and then dropped it to $545, I believe, for the weekend. It's still here. Somebody gets it for $499. Let's make this one go home with a new owner. $524 if you'd like it with my edge on it. That's the Boost Blades Custom Aero V2. Next up, we got a Cold Steel Classic here, my friends. Notice the black-coated brass snaps, the reinforced ballistic nylon sheath, double snap retention, and they are good snaps, really good snaps. Inside is an SRK with the old epoxy finish, stubby little clip point, Cray X handle with integral Cray X guard. Blade length is 5 7/8. Handle is 4 5/8. The steel, there it is, boys. Carbon V. Go try to buy a Carbon V SRK on eBay. Yeah, somewhere between $94 and $150 on a bevy of sold listings. This knife has been carried a little. There's some sheath wear on the guard area, but man, the blade is virtually like new. That factory edge is, it's not very sharp, but it's not very messy either. This one can be yours. Here's your gift of the week. $50 shipped priority mail. $80 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Cold Steel SRK in Carbon V. Next up, got one from Brett Dowell Custom Knives. What a beauty. This is the Brett Dowell Custom Drop Point Utility, housed in an absolutely gorgeous Larry Parsons leather sheath. Oh man, that is just beautifully made. Here is the knife inside. This, guys, is one heck of a gorgeous knife. I would almost say that this is what Fiddleback wants to make when it's all grown up. This thing is gorgeous. And notice, in very small font on the Ricasso, Proto. Full height hollow, essentially, with a beautiful swedge. Very thin hollow grind. I mean, that's GEC thin behind the edge. And the blade length is 2 3/4. The blade steel is CPM 154. The handle is brown burlap micarta with black pins, black lanyard tube, and then red and black G10 liners. And in hand, it just melts. I mean, it just flat melts. What a beautiful little knife. Oh, I tell you what. That's something else. Beautiful piece of work. Let's see. It is like new, no box. Probably didn't come with a box. Probably a table purchase. At any rate, your price for this one's going to be $375 like it is. $395 sharpened. That's the Brett Dowell Custom Drop Point Utility. Next up, another one from Brett Dowell. This one also housed in a gorgeous Larry Parsons sheath. This is the Brett Dowell Custom SND, or Small New Drop Point. Super cool drop point. Another very high hollow grind. This is AEBL. The blade length is 3 5/16. And guys, I think that's thinner than a Gale Bradley behind the edge. That is an ultimate slicer. And again, it melts in the hand. Check out the handle. I know you're looking at it thinking, is that Westinghouse? Nope, it's not. That is linen micarta. Westinghouse is a paper micarta product. But doesn't it look like it? Looks like aluminum pins and tube. So the handle length is 4 13/16. We're calling this vintage butterscotch linen micarta. A very high hollow grind, another beautiful swedge. Man, I'll tell you what, Brett Dowell knows how to make a knife. That thing is superb in hand and super finely made. Look at the satin. Man. So this is like new, no box. Probably didn't come with one. I think it was a table purchase. Your price on this one, the Brett Dowell Custom SND, $450 like it is, and then $470 if you'd like it with my edge on. Beautiful work. Next up, we have a little friction folder from Michael Morris. Fits beautifully in its custom-made sheath. Looks like a sodbuster handle, doesn't it? And I think that handle material is phenolic, I believe. Sure looks like it. Looks like the friction folding blade is made from a file, so we're going to say it's 5160 steel. I don't know that for a fact. But very nice work. 2.5-inch blade, 3 5/8 inches a handle. And it feels like, I guess there's no detent, but it's just very positive in its opening action. Signed with the maker's name and date, which I think says, what does that say, 10 of 2015 or something? You guys can probably see it better than I can. File marks still present on the flats and the spine, and then they sort of disappear down the spine as it comes to its spear point profile. Very cool. We'll call this near mint to like new, no box. By the way, the centering is dead down the middle. Your price on this one's going to be $165, like it is $185 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Michael Morris Drop Point Friction Folder. Next up, we've all seen these before and we still love them. From Great Eastern Cutlery's Tidioute line of fine cutlery, we got a number 15 Huckleberry's Boys Knife, model 152118 in Gabon ebony wood. Comes with the button. There it is, the 15 Boys Knife in its all steel glory with Gabon ebony covers. Single spear on this one. Satin, no etch. Just a drawn swedge and a nail nick. That's all you need. 7-pull. Perfect walk and talk. Down the middle centering. Conditions going to be like new in tube with button. your price. 165 like it is. 180 with an Apostle P edge. That is the GEC number 15 boy's knife. Next up, we got another one from Great Eastern. This one from the Northfield line. It is the number 772115 Yankee Barlow in natural canvas micarta. This, guys, is the Rob's pick tonight. Why? Because it's the cheapest Titusville Ironworks stamped 77 Barlow in the world. Here you go. Natural canvas, nicely oiled with hand oil. Satin bolsters, because that's how they roll with the canvas micarta at GEC. It's got some little carry marks, some little rubs in the satin, but that happens like while they're still in the tube. Okay, here's the blade, and it's about a 7.5 pull. It's had a little life, right? There's some patina that has happened. There's some what appears to be Scotch brighting to get rid of the patina, but there's no metal missing, guys. I'm not even sure it's ever been sharpened. Look back at the sharpening choil. Kind of looks like it's untouched back there. So long pull, cut swedge. On Nicholson grinders, no CNC on this bad boy. Walk and talk are stunning. Centering is off just a little bit to the right. Condition on this one, we will say excellent in tube, but mechanically superb. Your price on a 77 Yankee Barlow with the TIW tang stamp, if I didn't show you, there it is. $225 and $245 with an Apostle P edge. That is the GEC Northfield number 77 Yankee Barlow. Next up, it's time for the Spidey Fest, boys. Now, you're going to need to keep your emails specific. Please use the full description of each item because we have some very similar models coming up. First, this one says Delica Flat Ground Gray. So this is a Delica FFG with gray FRN handle, bright hardware, black clip, full flat ground blade in VG10. I got perfect lockup. Action is firm but beautiful. Centering is down the middle. Condition like new in the box. These are $88 at your favorite online retailer. But why not just buy this one for $65, shipped, priority mail, all in. $85 if you'd like my edge on it. That is the Spyderco Delica FFG GY for gray, VG10. Next up, another one from Spyderco, another one from Seki City. This one says it's a Delica Flat Ground Damascus. This is a dealer exclusive for the Motang distributor. Made its way to several retailers. Might be hard to see in this light, but it's actually foliage green, FRN, bright hardware black clip, and the blade is VG10 Damascus. So VG10 core, and then we got a little nickel rich Damascus pattern from about from a little ways behind the edge on up. I got rock solid lockup. I have nice firm factory action. I've got centering down the middle. I got condition like new in the box. These are long out of stock. They made 500 of them. There are no current listings, no sold listings on eBay. They're kind of unobtainium. This one can be yours. Shipped, priority mail, all in, $125 like it is, $145 with an Apostle P edge. That's in your inventory as Spyderco Delica FFG. FG for foliage green, DAM for Damascus. Next up, another Spidey. Another one from Seki City. This one is a Delica V-Toku 2. So this has that powder blue or blue-gray FRN handle, bright hardware, polished clip. Full flat ground Delica blade in V-Toku 2 that is clad in SUS 410. Hard to see it, but the demarcation line is there. There you can see it, I think. There. Oh my. Man, that V-Toku 2 gets sharp. I'm going to give you a sharpened price, but my goodness, that thing is aggressive. Lockup is rock solid. Action's very nice. Centering is very close to perfect. Probably could be perfect if you did that to it one time. Let's see. That's all it takes. Like new in the box. Let's see, they are discontinued and out of stock. It was a sprint run. eBay sold listings kind of all over the map based on condition, but between 95 and 150 bucks. Of course, the like new examples would be at the top of that range. This one is like new in box, and it can be yours. Shipped priority mail, $125 all in, $145 with an ApostleP Edge. That's in your inventory as Spyderco Delica FFG BLU for blue, V-Toku 2 for V-Toku 2. Next up, more Spyderco. This one, though, from Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. It says Paramilitary 2 CruWear on the box. And I need to turn the page. So this is the CruWear Sprint Run in gray G10. Bright hardware, polished clip. So new the clip hasn't been moved yet. There is your blade. There is your steel. Come on, honey. Don't fight me here. There it is. Lockup is rock solid. Action pretty fine. Centering is going to be dead. Condition like new in the box. They're, of course, discontinued out of stock sprint run. I only found one sold listing on eBay for this knife. They are not plentiful. It was $266 sold. This one, like new in the box, virgin clip, $245 all in, shipped, priority mail, $265 if you'd like my edge on it. That is the Spyderco Para 2 GY for gray, CruWear for CruWear. Next up, another Spidey, another one from Golden, another Para 2. It just says Paramilitary 2, but this is like one of my all-time favorite Paramilitary 2s. I love the brown G10. And with the brown G10 comes a blade made of CPM S35 VN. Just like the last one, this is a virgin. Clip hasn't even been touched. Lockup is rock solid. Not quite a free dropper. In fact, I might call this action a little factory tight. But you guys know how to massage your Para 2. Centering's dead down the middle. Condition like new in the box. So these started off as a sprint. Then they became sort of a production knife. Now they're gone. Current sold listings on eBay running between $170 and $220. And you ain't going to find a nicer one than this. This one's going to be $185 like it is $205 with an ApostleP Edge. That's in your inventory. Spyderco Para 2, BRN for brown, S35 for S35. Yeah. Next up, another Spyderco from Golden. It's another Paramilitary 2. This one is the KnifeWorks exclusive with the dark green G10. And, you know, it just seems to me they round the corners on this dealer exclusive more than the rest of the pair of twos, which is cool. Again, virginal clip, brand new knife. Blade steel is CTS 204P. Rock solid lockup, free dropping action, and dead blade centering. Condition like new in the box. They're discontinued. They're out of stock. Sold listings on eBay run between $190 and $260. This is a pristine like new in box example. It can be yours. $215 shipped priority mail. $240 if you like it with an ApostleP edge. It is in your inventory as Spyderco Paratu GN for green, 204P for 204P. Next up, we've got twins. I'm going to list these separately because there's a kind of an important difference. So the first is a paramilitary 2 with natural G10 and an M4 blade. Blade HQ exclusive. It is like new in the box. Now this is the better of the two because lockup is rock solid and it's got a super free blade and perfect centering, brand new. This is in your inventory as Spyderco Paratu Jade M4. Your price, $235 like it is, $260 sharpened. That is Spyderco Paratu Jade M4 number 1. Next, we have Spyderco Paratu Jade M4 number 2. So this knife also in like new in box condition. The Blade HQ exclusive Jade or natural G10 with a blade of CPM M4. It is beautiful. Now, just messing with this knife, it doesn't quite have super free action, and when I tried to adjust it to make it free, I got a little side play. So right now there's zero play. It does flick shut. So you might want to use it a little, play with it a little. But I'm going to say not quite as pristine, not quite as perfect an example as number 1. So this one's just going to be $225 like it is, $250 sharpened. That is in your inventory as Spyderco Paratu Jade M4 number 2. Next up, we got one from Great Eastern Cutlery. It is a number 49 Freedom Jack in flag acrylic model 493121. It is a pattern production premiere, but because of the blade etch, the PPP comes on the button and not on the blade. So, we've got that little beauty. Kind of a straightened out gun stock, it looks like to me. Flag on the show side. Top of the Constitution on the pile side. Single sheep's foot blade with freedom etched on the mark side and the Gadsden snake, don't tread on me, on the pile side. So let's see. About a 6 pull. Perfect walk and talk. Centering is close but slightly off to the right. Condition on this one is going to be like new in tube with button. This is the save me from myself knife tonight. I have the 94 with the flag and the Constitution. I don't have the 49. You guys have until 9:09 to put your name on this one. After 9:09, it's mine. It's the GEC Tidioute number 49 Freedom Jack. Next up, a classic of classics. From the W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Company, Bradford, PA, we have a number 6354 HB-SS Ho-freaking-Bo. I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. The last knife that I just showed you, if it sells to somebody other than me and this one's still available, I'm taking it. I've wanted a Hobo for so long. Why? Well, because it's just flat cool. It's got a spoon with a cap lifter. It's got, I don't know, I can't get it. Anyway, doggone it, I can't get a fingernail in there. Anyway, there's a fork. And then there's a muskrat clip blade. And it comes apart. So your knife and fork and spoon are 3 separate pieces. Let's see if I can. There. See? I think they have to be open to come apart, I think. Anyway, condition's going to be near mint to like new in box. By the way, it's 4 1/8 inches long. The blade pull is about a 7 on a cam tang. Superb walk and talk. The centering is very close on that main blade. So yeah, I don't know what they sell for new, but I know this one is going to cost you $75. Like it is, 95 with my edge on it. That's the Case 6354 HB-SS Hobo. Next up, I remember when old Chris from Texas sent me this to sharpen, and man, is it cool. From EOS, Elite Outfitting Solutions, we've got the Trident Balisong with the Vulcan blade finish and the antique green, or some people would call it shipwreck finish. With bronze hardware. Comes in a stunning leather pocket clip slip. And inside is this amazing Balisong. Titanium handles with that shipwrecky green over bronze anno. All bronze anodized hardware, including the latch. I think it opens better than that. What did I do wrong? There it goes. And inside that gorgeous handle is this gorgeous blade. Kind of a harpoon spear, right? With very cool milling in that relief area. There is your Vulcan finish. Blade is S30V. And the blade length on this thing is 4 3/8 inches, and it is wearing my edge. And it is extremely sharp. The handle is 5 1/2, and this has got ball bearing pivots, and I just want you to see this. I can flex that handle ever so slightly. There is absolutely zero play. I mean zero. I am not a Balisong flipper, so I'm not going to embarrass myself, but there you go. Condition's going to be near mint in box. The only reason not like new is because it's got my edge on it. When these were in stock at online retailers, they were $425. They are long gone. Your price on this one, $320. No need to sharpen. That's the EOS Trident Balisong TAP because it's got my edge on it. I'll just put it back here in this beautiful clip slip. Man, that's nice. Next up, while we're on the subject of Balisongs, we have one from Benchmade. This is the model 51 Morpho. The pocket clippable 51. Black G10 scales. Engine turned blue anodized titanium liners. Aren't they gorgeous? This one's got an S30V spear point blade. 4 1/4 inches long, wearing edge from the TheApostleP Knife Service. Nearly virginal. It might have cut something once. And again, I've got 0 play. I can flex the handles, but no play. It is beautiful. Very near mint, no box. They're discontinued and out of stock. When they were available, the last map pricing was $297. This one can be yours. Near mint, no box, $210, shipped priority mail, no need to sharpen. That's the Benchmade 51 Morpho TAP. Next up, definitely the jewel of the sale. From Reeve Knives, we have a large Sebenza 21 unique Morning Sun with ruby graphic. Oh my. Oh my. Would you look at that? Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? And inlaid into the handle is a ruby. I'm sure a synthetic ruby. Look at that purple to gold to bronze anno in the mountains, the sun rays, even a couple birds flying. There is a very small scratch right between the birds. Pretty unmolested other than that. And it's got an TheApostleP edge on the polished blade. Hardware got the gold anno going. There's your lock engagement. There is your action tuned by the TheApostleP, and that is tight on the bushing. And the centering will be perfect because I made sure. So near mint in box, discontinued, out of stock, unique graphic, super cool. Your price $550, $550. No need to sharpen. That is the Reeve large Sebenza 21 unique TAP. Next up, from Gerber, I teased you guys about this yesterday. Man, is this a cool blade. This is a US produced Gerber. Does that look like Gerber to you? Sometimes it's nice when a good old knife company like Gerber, in the midst of trying to make money, selling Walmart caliber Chinese made knives, in the midst of all that, they still make US made NSN soldier blades, and every now and then they do something like this, just because they can. Did you notice that sheath? Beautifully finished. Here's the knife. Beautiful stonewashed S30V, about 165 thousandths of an inch thick, so a little more than 5/32. A nice coarse ground 90-degree spine, saber ground drop point. This is wearing an TheApostleP edge, and I don't believe it's been used since I sharpened it for Chris. Blade length on this Gerber Reserve Terracraft is 3 13/16. Did I measure that right? Yeah, I guess I did. And then the handle's 5 1/8. G10 with some brown liners, it looks like. Copper tubes. Beautiful in the hand. I mean, oh, the way the thumb lies is really something. Guys, that is a strong knife. Just a thing of beauty from Gerber. Yes, I just said a thing of beauty from Gerber. So very near mint in box. TheApostleP edge. Web price on these brand new, and right now they're only available at the Gerber website. The retailers are all out of them. But if you want one, it'll cost you $160 from Gerber, or just buy this one with a way better than factory edge. $125 shipped priority mail. No need to sharpen. It's the Gerber Reserve Terracraft TAP. Next up, sold one of these a few weeks ago. It lasted about 10 minutes, and I think we priced it higher than this one. From PSD Designs, this is the PSD Monkey Wrench Strider tool. So it's got your Strider spanner on one end, and then it's got a 1/4-inch drive socket on the other, so you can carry with it, and it's probably magnetic, I'll bet. Carry with it whatever Torx driver or hex driver you need for the knife you're carrying that day. Conditions very near mint, no bag. Who cares? It just comes in a Ziploc. They're hardened 440C, by the way. Buy one from Monkey Edge. It will cost you $75. This one can be yours. Shipped $40. No need to sharpen. That's the PSD Designs Monkey Wrench Strider tool. Next up, we have a bolt liner pen. It comes in a ratcheting tube, kind of like some of the Boker knives do. Kind of cool. Here's the pen. This is a right smart little affair, I got to tell you. So, it's a tumbled blue anodized titanium barrel, and look how the blue is left in that sort of checkered area for the grip. It's a bolt action pen. So you push down and toward you to open it, and then you just flick it. Don't know what the clip is. Looks like stainless, might be titanium. Very, very light pen. 5 1/8 overall length. The refill is a Pilot G2 number 7. It is like new in tube. They are out of stock everywhere. When they were available, this colorway was $109 web retail. It can be yours, $70, and I checked, hardly any ink gone from that Pilot G2 refill. So very near mint in tube. $70 on the bolt liner titanium pen. Next up, this is a little cutie. From Sunshine Products, this is the titanium keychain pen. Comes with a split ring and a carabiner. And I don't know if this is real carbon fiber. It kind of looks like it. You unscrew the cap and then it just pushes on the backside. And there you go. So the overall length of this thing closed, super compact. Just 2 13/16 inches. The refill is a Lamy M22F, probably for fine point. We'll call it near mint, no box. I don't know how much these are new, but it's got to be worth $25. That's your price. No need to sharpen on the Sunshine Products titanium keychain pen. Next up, look at that. From Karas Customs, fully machined in the United States of America. It's the Karas Customs Bolt V2 pen. This is in, I don't know, it's a very cool goldy green. Hard ano over aluminum. And then this one you have to turn you can either turn the clicker. Let's see. Look at that. How does it do that? Huh. So you push down and turn to lock it open, and then you just push down. Huh. A little bit of a long pen, 6 inches in overall length. It's got a Pilot G2 number 7 refill. It is near mint in box. Web price of this one brand new. I couldn't really find this color, but another similar. $82 if you buy it from your favorite online retailer. This one can be yours. Near mint in box, $40. That's the Karas Custom Bolt V2 pen. That brings us to the last item in the sale. And man, this is cool. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm kind of a Hamilton watch nut. I don't currently own one. I have never seen this model. And man, is it cool. This, my friends, is the Hamilton Khaki Navy Pioneer automatic watch. The dial is a matte blue. The sub-seconds sub-dial is a sunray blue. Look how those play together. Sapphire crystal, flat, I believe, yep, in nature. Minimal underside AR coating. I've got a 40 millimeter diameter case. The bezel is polished on top, and then the edge is coined, although it's a fixed bezel, I'm sure. Yeah. Lug to lug is 47. Thickness, although it looks a little slab-sided, it's only 9.5 millimeters thick. And notice the relief cut in the sides. Polished on the tops, and then that center portion is satin. Very cool. 20 millimeter lug width. The back is a screwed on but case back. Now this is running, it's not running one of the new 80-hour Powermatic variants for Hamilton. This is running an ETA 2895-2. So that would be the upper level, the 2890 series of ETA movements. But the 95-2 designates the date and the small seconds. So a super fine movement. Observed accuracy +1 to +5 seconds per day. Beautiful polished hands. Gorgeous font on the printed Arabics. I do not believe there's loom on this watch, just so you know. And the water resistance rating is 100 meters, 10 bars, with a push-pull crown. So you can hand wind. The movement, it's the first position out is the date, second position out is hack, and set the time. Now this is wearing a Toshi shell cordovan strap that's got a little wear on it, but check this out, guys. The factory Hamilton leather, which is very nice, is unworn. No boxer papers with this. And condition on this is going to be excellent to near mint. Nothing but a hairline anywhere on this watch, but there are some. And I think there's one in the mid case right there. But a super presentable watch. Very nice. These things retail for $10.95 on Hamilton's website. I think they're kind of hard to get because online retailers have them priced between $9.30 and $12.60. There are some sold listings on eBay. Hard to tell about condition. But I think we've priced this one very aggressively. It can be yours. You want to see it on wrist? Yeah, let's do that. Oops. I thought it was actually bigger than 40, but it's not, and it wears very well. My barely over 7-inch wrist. So yeah. How about let's do $475 for the Hamilton Khaki Navy Pioneer automatic watch. So that is less than half of retail. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of another knife and stuff sale on the Apostle P channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Have a great Resurrection Sunday and commence to clicking.